morning guys, it's Jenny here from Just Jenny Journaling. Welcome back to my channel. Well, today I'm going to be trying something a bit different that's been on my radar since last summer. It's just a finishing touch really to the January collection of Traveller's Notebooks, the Vintage Floral. I actually last summer put together the idea of doing a couple of Traveller's Notebooks, which I've been experimenting with, and I've done a couple, and I thought I'd turn the camera on. These are just prototypes at the moment, but give you an idea of just how they work. So you have your cover, as you know, and then you pop your notebooks in as you please. I do have a video that I did quite early on, probably beginning of the summer, when I was experimenting with Traveller's Notebooks, for those who don't know how they work. So I'll link it below, and then you can see how you can put your how useful they are really for popping things in and out. This was the one that I used in the summer. Yeah, so you can interchange your little notebooks. So the idea is I'm just going to make one so that sort of coordinates with this range. So these two I've made, as you can see, and I've just put the one notebook in. So this one's mine, I'm keeping. It's one of mine I'm keeping, is it? Yes, that's the one. And I've just popped the one notebook in. I haven't finished mine off yet, to be honest. I've been a bit busy trying to get these out. But I'll put it together. I'll show you how I make the, probably that way around, how I make them. And I'll probably, yeah, let's see. So the idea is initially that you have to, right, so let's do a small one. I've done 3 standard size for the standard size TN, and I've done a larger one for so if you wanted, for instance, to have 3 fully loaded notebooks rather than just having sort of a couple, one fully loaded and one just with notes in, small notes. Let's have a look. Smaller notebook, let's see, where's my smaller notebook? So this one, as you can see, is basically just for notes. These have got absolutely everything in them. So, so let's see, have one of those and one of those. Now the idea is, with this size that I've done, is that you can actually pop a really 2 or 3 chunky notebooks in this size. So that's the idea of this one. Okay, and then what you'll see is with the standard size for this one, if you were to put, I suppose you might just about get away with it. You might just, well, maybe not. So you would have room for, say, a couple of standard size, just little notebooks, and one fully loaded. Well, that's just 2 in there, to be honest, in your standard. So I'm going to customize larger ones. So anyway, let's just make this one. So I've cut it out, as you can see. The fabric is on this faux leather, and I've done edges on it. I'm working on those. Now the idea of what you have to do with these is you have your holes on the back. So you cut it, right. So you fold it in half. Okay. Still in frame. I'm going to go around this way, and you measure. Can you still see? You measure. That's how I'm going to do it. Okay, done. So the first hole you measure is 1/2 inch. And then you go 1 inch down. and these are 8 inches long, so the middle is 4 inches, and then again from the bottom 1/2 inch, and then 1 inch in, so you've got 5 holes, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom, and 1 in the middle, which I hope I can see. I've experimented with these holes, to be honest. I did buy myself this old singing and dancing. It's called a Japanese screw punch, this thing, which is good for making really precise holes. Yeah, but you can use your awl. So I used my awl on one of them, which is quite useful. But with the fabric, the Japanese screw punch, I must admit, is the neater of the two, neater finish. So here we go. Can you see? I'm going to go around this way. So with a screw punch, it basically does. This is going to show me up now, you never know. Coming out, let's have a look. Right, let's try again. Oh, you can see it's a learning curve for me, but that has taken the hole out. Can you see how that's taken that hole out? Okay, let's pop that back on. I just took it out because I did a couple, and the excess, the little hole things, you know, that what it punched out kind of clogged it up. Right, so let's try again. Let's try that one. Still in frame just about. Yeah, let's move that down. But as I say, you all just as well, but just not the best finish. But for, and there's that one for the middle. No, it's not happy, is it? Right, down. I think it needs to be extended. I think it needs to be extended again. They're amazing, aren't they? Get an old book like you do with anything else. That's going to be a tricky one, that end one. Fabulous finish though. And this one is going through 3 layers, so it could be a bit tricky. Let's see. It will do it though. And again. Yeah, and we're through. We're through, guys. Right, so you can see we have our 5 holes. All right, and then you start off with what was I going to do? Which colour was I going to do with this one? Which colour did I decide? Should we do the green? We've done. Let's do the green with this then. So it's recommended for the standard size TN. What I would do with this as well is that you take wherever my about a yard, so just 91 centimeters of elastic. Which I really should have measured, shouldn't I? To be honest, I should have measured before I turned the camera on, but you know what? I just didn't. I tend to find as well, I don't know about you guys, when working, trying to sew signatures into, let me pop that on there, trying to sew signatures into your journals, that just popping on a little bit of glue on the ends just helps when you want to thread things through. And Fabri-Tac again is brilliant because it dries really quickly. So I'll share this and how to, I'm going to trim that, pop the one book in, and I'll link the video below to the earlier video I did about traveller's notebooks and how to use them, because what's lovely about these is you can keep your cover and archive your notebooks or swap them in and out depending on what you're doing. So I did quite a few last year, custom orders for people going on holidays or going to religious conventions, Bible-based conventions all over the world, where they were going to do a bit of sightseeing and note-taking as well. So they had a combination of two. Had two notebooks with all the travel arrangements and bits and pieces for mementos and sightseeing, and then they swapped those out and swapped in their note-taking ones once they got to the convention. But it just depends, guys, on what you're doing. So I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. What you do first and foremost is you double this up and you try from behind the camera with gluey hands to pop that through. And I should have brought my tweed. Oh, it's going through. Okay, so you double it up. And what you want to do, because you want to basically have your elastic to secure, that's what you're doing first of all. Okay, that's why you're doing that. And so you're popping that in like so. And then you basically just pull it up here, just pull it up over, so you know that you've got, it will go over to the, yeah, so it's about this high, and it will go over there to, it's the right size to cover. Alright, now let me find, where's my book? Where's my book? Yeah, let's just chuck this here. This is my, yeah, this is the one that I haven't really, I'm keeping for me, but I haven't really done much with. I'll show you with that one. The other ones are all tied and ready up to film the flips through. So what you do then is you pop one of your cords through here. Still a bit gluey really. And then back. And then down again. It's all a learning curve for me, but I did see there are a few tutorials on YouTube and up, and I really like the idea of customizing, so fabrics that we like, to go with sets that we like, and also the customizing for large ones, because I'm probably going to have one for my next day book. My next day book for the summer, spring and summer. I think I'm going to do a really nice, I think chintz. I really fancy the chintzy one, chintzy fabric covered, and then I'm going to do a selection of different notebooks, one for each month. That's where I'm going. Might do it like a large size, I might do it like a mini. I'm not sure yet. Okay guys, so the idea is, if you're still in frame with me faffing about here, is that you tie it. You tie it so that it's as secure as can be. I really do think I need an extra pair of hands here to hold this, you know, so you can put the hand on the knot if anyone wants to swing by. That'd be great. Okay, leave it loose initially, okay guys, because then you can adjust as you go. So that's it, kind of like that. Put my ephemera in. Just a little bit lopsided. Right, I think guys, we're there. I think we are there. Okay, so that's your one book, and then there are, the way you can put your extra couple of books in. I'll do it really quickly. I'll do it quickly. So we've got a notebook here, and have I got a spare notebook? Yeah. So you want to put another one in, or another two, and what you do then is, I think it's about 19 centimetres. So you go round, you go like round your book. Right, let's move this across. You get another piece of elastic, about 19 centimetres, and then you pop it actually the way round. Let's do it from the bottom into the centre. Right, okay, lie your extra notebook down, okay? Then what you tend to do is you get your extra piece of elastic and you basically make a loop. Make a loop. Make your loop like so. Then you get your other book that you fancy and you pop your other book. So you've got another notebook, just plain. I'm going to do this on camera at a funny angle again. You basically open up in the middle, pop it in like so. Okay, so you've got them back to back like that. And then what you do is, let's move this. Then what you do is you slide them both. That's nice to know you've got a little bit of slack on the go there. Slide them both underneath. And then you have your full set. You have your full set like that. So you have your two plain notebooks, or whatever you want to put in really. You have your all singing and all dancing with tabs and everything else that you fancy on there. And there you have your full traveller's notebook set with your three. This one basically I've popped in a little pocket on the back. Right, so that's it. Hope you've enjoyed that. I'll be doing more of these. These are just prototypes really. I'm going to finish another one. I'm going to do the big all singing all dancing one, and I think because they're prototypes, what I might say is that I might just I'll keep one for myself. They're prototypes, I'm still working on them, but if anyone's interested in having one, I'll just, the first, I think there's 3 available, the first 3 orders, so the first 3 orders for any of these little beauties, we'll can choose one of those as a gift. And I will be keeping on working on them. I'm looking forward to that actually. Probably from the next collection we'll have full sets ready to sell. In fact, I've got, well, this is something I found the other week, just as an aside. Look at this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fabric. So I do fancy myself a sort of leathery, coffee inspired little set. But that's for another day. That's for another day. Take care, guys. Hopefully this collection will be listed in the next day or so. Take care. That's it really. Take care. Bye. Bye. Bye.